Hello, welcome everyone. We are going to elaborate defects of vision. Very important aspect, defects of vision. So defects occur when a person is not able to see the objects distinctly and comfortably without a strain on eyes. It is due to the optical defects of the eyes. The common refractive defects of vision include myopia, hypermetropia, and presbyopia. One by one, I am going to put forth before you. So, first and foremost, I am going to discuss myopia, also known as short sightedness, or nearsightedness. Okay, so what actually situation is in this? This is our eye, and our eye is nothing but simply convex lens. This is point ray are going from here, and this is meeting here. So this is far point. This is first case. Second case is this is our eye. Here it is convex lens, and ray are going from here, going from here, going from here parallel, and after going through, passing through that lens, it is converging here. So parallel ray means light rays are coming from distant. And third situation is, this is situation second, and third situation is, this is our eye, this is convex lens, and here we have put a concave lens. Here it is object, and after refraction it is getting parallel. So it got converges on retina. So first case is far point, far point of a myopic eye. Second is myopic eye, and third is correction for myopia with concave lens. In this context, I want to tell all of you is that in this defect, a person is not able to see the distant object clearly. However, he can see the nearby objects clearly. First, the far point of a person with this defect becomes closer than infinity. Figure 1. This is O, and here it was O, and in this case it is O, and O dash is at very far distance. Okay, So again here ods is verified far distance. So the first thing is the far point of a person with this defect becomes closer than infinity. Second, this defect, we are talking about myopia. This defect arises due to increase in the curvature of the eye lens or decrease in the focal length of eye lens or elongation of the eyeball. Third point is this: in this defect, in myopia, the image of the distant object is formed in front of the retina. Figure 2. This is figure 2 in front of retina. So this is retina and image is formed in front of retina. This defect can be cured or corrected by using a spectacles having diverging concave lens of suitable power. Purpose of using this lens is to produce the image back at the retina. Third case. Okay. So power of the lens needed to correct this defect is P equal to 1 upon F, and this is 1 by minus F. Here F is the far point in meter. So I am going to elaborate this mathematically. So again I just want to recap all those things. In myopia, what actually happening in myopia, also known as short sightedness or near sightedness. First thing is that distant objects are not clearly visible. Distant objects are not clearly what? Visible. But near object, near object are clearly visible. Are clearly what? Visible. Because image is formed. Because image is formed before the retina. Before the retina. Second thing is that to remove the defect, to remove the defect, concave lens is used. Concave lens is used. In these certain important points we have to bear in our head to solve numericals. First, the maximum distance, certain terminology are there. The maximum distance which a person can see without help of spectacles is known as far point. Is known as what? Far point. FP. Second thing is that, second thing, we are dealing myopia. So myopia is continued. Myopia continued. If the reference, if the reference of object is not given, then it is taken as, then it is taken at infinity. Okay, and third point is that in this case image of the object is formed at the far point at the far point of what person. So this is our eye, and this is object. So of course, to see object, light should come from object. So light is coming in this mode, and this is your far point fp. So this is your v, and this is your what u, and it is quite clear 1 by v, since it is convex lens. Since it is lens, 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 upon f is equal to p. Our eye behave as a convex lens, and to remove the defect, concave lens is used. So 1 upon far point minus 1 upon object, this is equal to 1 upon f, this is equal to p. 100 upon far point, if far point will be given in centimeter, 100 upon object, this is equal to p, and given sign convention we have already studied. So far point is negative because the traveling direction of light is to the left, so any measured quantity to the right will be taken as what? Negative. Object is negative and power is what? Negative. Second thing is long sightedness, hypermetropia. So so what are we observing? It is short sightedness, means short is good, problem is in distant. Okay. Similarly, for far sightedness or long sightedness or hypermetropia, long will be good, problem will be in short. So hypermetropia or hyperopia or long sightedness or far sightedness. Okay. So in this defect, a person is not able to see the nearby objects clearly. However, he can see the distant object clearly. So again we are going to plot eye. This is point N. Our eye behaves like a convex lens. Here it is a convex lens. Okay, so first is near point of a hypermetropic eye. Second, this is retina, and it will go on beyond retina. So this is N.S. and this is N. So second case is hypermetropia. metropic eye. And third, correction. So what we actually do for correction? See our lens. Here situation is like this. We have placed a convex lens, right? So this is the case. This is the case. Okay. So this is retina and this is N and this is N.S. So third is correction for hypermetropic eye. So in this defect, in hypermetropia, a person is not able to see the nearby objects clearly. However, he can see the distant objects clearly. First point is that the near point of a person with this defect becomes greater than the normal near point, 25 centimeter. Figure 1. Second thing is this defect arises due to decrease in the curvature of the eye lens or increase in focal length of the eye lens, or the eyeball has become too small. Third, in this defect, the light ray from the nearby objects are focused at a point behind the retina of the eye. Figure 2. And this defect can be corrected by using a spectacles having converging convex lens of suitable power. Purpose of using this lens is to provide the additional focusing power required for forming the image on the retina. So long-sightedness in long-sightedness or hypermetropia, I just want to recap. We are dealing with long-sightedness or hypermetropia. Okay, so what are its feature? Near object are not clearly visible, but far object are clearly what? Visible. Second thing is that the image of near object is formed behind the retina. Okay, and third one is to remove this defect. To remove this defect, convex lens is used. Convex lens is what used. Certain important points means terminology which we have to face. Important points to solve numerical. The minimum distance. The minimum distance which a person can see can see without help of spectacles. Without help of expect spectacles. In this case, uh, in this case, image of the object. In this case, image of the object is formed at the near point. Object is formed at near point. If reference of object is not given, if reference of object is not given, we will take it is taken 25 centimeter. Okay, so now we are plotting the case. This is I, this is object. We are dealing long sightedness. And of course it is U. This is near point. Light is coming from right towards left, so of course this is your V, and we take the direction of ray as positive, so of course to the left will be taken as positive and to the left right will be taken as negative. So near point is negative, object is also negative, and P is positive. So lens formula will be come into action. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F, and this is equal to P. So 1 upon V near point, this is your near point, minus 1 upon object is equal to 1 upon F, this is equal to P. And if it is given in centimeter, 100 upon near point is equal to minus 100 upon object, this is equal to P. Okay, so these are basic stuffs regarding myopia and hypermetropia. Next is presbyopia. In fact, in presbyopia, what actually happening? Presbyopia, biopia. So in this case, both near and far objects are not clearly visible. Both has problem. In this case, both near and far object are not clearly visible. Both problem. And to remove correction, we use two separate spectacles. Correction or remedy, two separate spectacles. One for myopia, and other for hypermetropia. Metropia are used for are used or bifocal lens are used. So the in fact in presbyopia the power of accommodation of the eye usually decreases with aging. For most people, the near point gradually recedes away. This defect is also called as old sightedness. Far sightedness of old person is known as old sightedness. In this presbyopia, presbyopic person finds it difficult to see the nearby objects comfortably and distinctly. Second thing is that this defect in presbyopia usually occurs in old age because of gradual weakening of the ciliary muscles and diminishing flexibility of the eye lens, and thereby ciliary muscles lose their elasticity and so cannot change the focal length of the eye lens effectively. And third is, sometimes a person may suffer from both myopia and hypermetropia. In such case, the defect can be corrected by using the spectacle having bifocal lenses such that the lower portion of the bifocal lens is a convex lens so as to focus the nearby objects, and the upper portion of the bifocal lens is a concave lens so as to focus the distant object. Okay, next is astigmatism. Astigmatism. In this defect, I cannot see. I cannot see object into orthogonal direction clearly. It can be removed by using cylindrical lens. So, in fact, in this defect, the vision of a person becomes blurred because he is not able to focus on both horizontal as well as vertical lines simultaneously. This defect occurs due to the irregular shapes of cornea or the imperfect spherical nature of the eye lens, and that's why the focal length of the eye lens in two perpendicular directions becomes different. And of course, this defect can be corrected by using spectacles having cylindrical lens. Next is cataract. Cataract. In this defect, vision of eye gradually decreases and is ultimately lost. In this defect, the eye lens of a person loses its transparency and becomes opaque. It occurs because of formation of membrane over the eye lens, and it can be corrected by cataract surgery. Only option is surgery. It is more surgery. Surgery is remedy. Its remedy is what? Surgery. It is more common in older people, but it can occur at any age. Okay, so these were the basic points regarding uh, these were the basic points regarding defects of vision. Thank you so much to all of you.